Look at this, Hunkosaurus Rex, and I am the Pussy King in Pokemon Go. In Pokemon Go, only in Pokemon Go.
Oh, well, you're having certainly a better catch rate of Zorora than I am. I'll tell you that right
Oh
now.
man,
I've only
like
caught
literally, we
four.
were at. I went to because I went to grab a coffee, and then Cherish wanted to pick up a few things from like Woolworths or Coles, whatever it was.
Mm.
And then we went to this place, and they were, those little dangly things with the mask on their crotch.
Y- Your mask,
Your
yes.
mask,
Yes.
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 If you get the ones with the little white,
Yeah, the
turns
Galarian
into
variant,
it.
the room variant, yeah. Well,
Yeah.
yeah.
So I've caught like 4 or 5 today, and then I did a few rare candies, and now I've evolved one, and I'm the pussy champion. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm
Or is
waiting
it a dog?
about. I've only got like 1 stars at the moment in them, so I'm trying to find at least a 2-star to evolve. So,
Yeah, I did a 2-star. So I had one that was like 800 CP, and I was like, and it's a 0-star, and I'm like, balls. And then I got a 511 that was 2-star, and I'm like, yep, I'm evolving that.
yeah, no, that's the way I've been treating it. Like everything I catch, it's catch, appraise, 0, gone,
Yeah,
and
layers.
it's out of here.
Well, the worst thing is because I only had one of those Yamask ones, I literally put it on, and I've done 8 of the 10 battles, so I can actually eventually evolve it. And
Yeah.
then since then, I've bought 3 ones that are a lot better than it. I'm like, crap.
Yeah,
Do I have to equip those
I
and
know
then re-go
exactly
through?
I know exactly what you mean. I'm lucky. I found a 3-star before. Yeah, mine's a 3-star, and it's pretty good. And I've only done. You've done more battles than me. I've only done 10, 7. I've only done 7.
Yeah, I think I've done 8 from memory. Hang on, I'm opening it now. Oh man, yes. So
Dorks Down Under.
welcome everybody, guys, to Dork Down Under. We're sorry that we were talking about Pokemon Go, but this man got me obsessed while we were leading up to Tasmania.
I did no such thing. I just needed assistance from you, and yes, that's what's happened. And since
Yes,
then, it's all you're doing after that. It's nothing to
Yes.
do with me.
I won't lie, yes it is, but I'm blaming Jordan because it's easier. That being said, I think I've hatched like 19 eggs this week, and I kept hatching like 7 or 8 at a time because I accidentally spent money and bought a pack that gave me like all the incubators. So
I spent some money as well.
or more,
Yes, I bought the big boo pack again.
or the 2K one.
I had 1,200 coins already, and I was like, "Oh, I'll just spend money and get some more coins."
Oh man, Jesus.
But I'm trying to find a shiny Noibat. I want a shiny Noibat, and I can't find one.
A shiny Noibat. I don't even know
Yeah.
what that looks like.
It's you get it from the friend eggs. You know the purple, the 7K ones.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, Noibats come out of them at the moment, and there's like 2 times the chance of getting a shiny one. And I've opened so many of them, and I've gotten so many normal
hang on.
Noibats. Yeah.
To the Google phone. I'm having a look to see what I've got because I don't know if I've got any 7K. I think I've got one 10K on now. Yeah, I've got 2 10Ks, a 5, and a whole heap of 2s, but I don't have any.
Yeah, I about to say I
haven't
use the free incubator to get rid of the 2s because it's just more cost efficient.
Yeah, 100%.
But yeah.
Oh, but don't worry, guys. This isn't all going to be about Pokemon Go. It was just that today I kept sending Jordan pictures of all the cute, sort of sassy little pussy cats with his little red tuff in their hair, kind of like Jordan as a Pokemon right
Actually,
now.
yeah, no, that's a good point. Well, although I am dyeing my hair tomorrow, I don't have time today to get it dyed, so it's going to be a bit purpley tomorrow. Sort of thing.
Oh,
Did you like the new addition to the office that the wife
I
bought?
saw that. I was like, as if we don't talk about Bluey enough, and now we have this obnoxious
the wife came
large...
back with it, and she was like, "I've got this for your office." And I was like, "Oh."
Jesus.
So it's not me; it's her encouraging it. It's not my problem.
Okay, if Bluey is listening, or the people that make Bluey, please sponsor our podcast because it would just be cheaper than us buying all the crap.
For those of you who obviously aren't watching our podcast, which is on our YouTube channel, my wife has gone and bought, what's it called? It's called
Probably about an 80-kilo plushie.
No, it's not a plushie.
80 centimeter plushie.
This is a pool buddy.
Oh, no, I saw those at Kmart.
Yeah.
Because I was saying I literally said to Cherish, no word of a lie. I was like, oh my God, look at that giant bluey thing. I should buy that and send that to Jordan. And then I kind of decided against it last minute because they're about $50.
Yes.
And I didn't know how big of the box I was going to get. No, I literally saw that. Oh man, I literally almost want to call out for it just so she can see it. Oh, that is fucking hilarious.
Yeah.
Okay, that's pretty funny.
So yeah, so it's a pool buddy. It's designed to go in the pool, on the beaches with you and all this jazz. In fact, hang on,
Oh my
we'll
God.
just, add the lucky crown on as well. Why not? Be right back. No, I can't. We'll God.
1 moment later.
1 moment later, we have lucky crown bluey. That would be funny.
Like seriously, I actually literally almost bought that to you when I was sending you that package that shall remain nameless. I almost threw that in because I was like, that'd be funny. And then it was about $50. And then I was trying to think about how I was going to pack it. And I was like, it's not the $50 that worried me. It was like, how do I find a box big enough to pack it? And then my thought was,
shipping would kill you. It wouldn't be worth it.
I almost thought, I'm like, or should I just buy something big from Amazon that I know they'll ship in a big box and then utilize their boxes? Because I've done that way too many times.
No, if you want the biggest box on Amazon, you order the smallest product and it comes in the biggest box possible. Everybody knows
what did I order the other day? I ordered this because I had a, so for anybody, if I can get it into the camera.
Yeah.
So this literally holds my 4, oh, Jesus Christ.
Loki is not happy.
Shit. All I saw, I'm seeing you talking, I just see this thing just fall behind you. I was like, oh, Jesus Christ.
No, it's all right. It's okay. Loki holds, we're happy.
Yeah, because when I go to comms and things like that, sometimes I take a hard drive with me, so that if my phone fills up or if my thing, I can transfer it straight onto it. So I bought this, which is just literally a hard case. I think it was like $11 at Amazon.
Yeah.
The box this thing came in is, oh man, probably about 7 times this. Like the box was just this tight white box that came really snugly around it. I was like, perfect. The box that came in was like probably 4 to 5 times this. I was like, how? Why? And then the other day I bought something else and they sent it into like this, and it was like one of those, those padded soft bags. And it was so snug in there, like they had jammed it in. Like I don't know how they got it to fit because I actually had to cut the sides to get it off. But then something this small, they send in a box the size of Texas. I'm like, bloody Amazon. So,
well,
there's my whinging for today.
That's fine. You're allowed to whinge. There's nothing wrong with that. We can all have a good whinge days. But yes, so this week, obviously, as we've already just mentioned, we are on YouTube. We are also on Amazon Podcasts. We're on Spotify Podcasts.
Thank you, Daddy Bezos, for inviting us.
And we're also on Google Podcasts as well. So,
well, Jesus, we get around, mate.
We are getting around now, sort of thing. I'm saying.
God help us.
God help us indeed. But yeah, so apart from that, we're so this week we're going to be discussing video gaming because, it's not just Pokemon Go we're playing. I'll say I've done a little silly thing and maybe gone and ordered the brand new Pokemon Violet game that's pre-ordered. So that comes out in November 18th.
Oh, I thought that was out. I thought you went out and actually bought it. When you told me about it, I thought you were actually buying it.
Yeah, no, it's pre-ordered. So I pre-ordered it through the Nintendo store. So I get loads of points as well and all this jazz because that's the way to do it these days. Apparently, you don't go buy cartridges anymore.
No, that's not what the cool kids do.
That's what the cool kids do. So I ordered that. And yeah, basically, I haven't touched a Pokemon game since Pokemon Yellow. This is how old I have not touched.
Except for Pokemon Go, of course.
Apart from Pokemon Go, so I haven't played Pokemon as in the proper game, since Pokemon Yellow, which is a while back.
Wow. Considering Pokemon Go is the only Pokemon game I've ever played, and even then, I still don't know 90% of the Pokemon's names, and I just refer to them as like stupid things.
Yes.
Hence why it's the sassy cat and things like that, because I don't care.
Sassy cat, the flying Kleenex,
yes.
The lots of it.
3B.
Yes. But no, it's so it's going to be interesting, especially as there's lots of things, because obviously, I mean, with Pokemon Go, I pretty much know type matching, so I know which types are strongest against what and what's weak to what, roughly. Oh. But I'm gonna struggle because now, like, there's a new form called terra crystallizing or something like that. So I've got to learn how that works. But that's new to this game. So luckily, I'm not like learning on the back foot like everyone else. I'm on the back foot like everybody else, rather than things. But I'm looking forward to actually playing games because I've not been playing many video games. In fact, I'll tell you what, I haven't actually played Magic the Gathering Arena in nearly a month now. I haven't touched it.
Jesus.
Yeah. I just, I don't have time because now that I'm a little gym, and now that I'm being a little gym bunny girl, and I'm posting.
Now that he's turned into Hulk Hogan with his 23-inch pythons.
I don't really have that much time because I'm at the gym 3 nights a week and stuff like that. So
look at you, mate. Hunkosaurus Rex. Here we go.
Well,
how's it going, by the way?
Oh, I'm down 4 kilos as of this morning.
Look at you.
Yeah, I'm
sexy and getting fit.
And
Look at that.
And I've dropped 2 t-shirt sizes.
Oh, that's sick.
Which is shocking because Ellie bought some. She bought a He-Man t-shirt and a Super Mario t-shirt, and they were both 4XL. And she said, "Oh, you'll fit into these." I went, "I won't." I said, "I'm a 6X at Kmart." And she said, "Just try them on and we'll take them back." And we tried them on, and they fit, and they had plenty of room.
Look at that, mate.
So she was like, "Oh my god, you have lost a lot of weight." Then and I went,
I was going to say he's becoming a man. He's still a man baby getting He-Man t-shirts, but he's
what's wrong with the He-Man t-shirt? And for a start off, it's got Skeletor on it. So now I can go,
and then you can just say things and then just run away.
Until we meet again. And then I can run away. It's great. It's fab.
Oh, man. Oh, that's good, man. Yeah, no, because I just dropped under 100 kilos, so I'm 97. But somewhere between 95 and 97, depending on which scales I stood on. So Kmart said 97 and 95.
Yeah.
And the Big W one said 96.
Okay.
So I'm going to say 97. So I'm like, I'm in double figures.
That's good. No, that's awesome. I'm about to say
so here's where we plug our healthy thingo, saying, look, we're working.
Yes, no, we are trying. We are trying. I mean, I'll tell you now, I am still constantly hungry. I don't know how the wife is putting up with me because I'm constantly struggling some days.
Also struggling being hangry as well. So
this is the thing. I'm not hangry, so I'm not walking around pissed off of the world or anything like that. I'm just
that's all right, then.
Constantly hungry. Even though I don't need it. It's like I've had my lunch now. And I'm starving. I want more, but I've got food in me. I know I don't need any more, sort of thing. But it's the one thing that's killing me at the moment. I'm desperate to eat.
Oh everything. Man, I feel you. Sometimes I feel you. Sometimes I'm all right. Like some days I'm golden, and then other days I'm like, no, I need more. And I've noticed, depending on my nutrition, like if I eat like a whole heap of fresh veg and have like really healthy stuff, I actually find that I'm a lot fuller. And it seems to still be coming in well under my calories. But again, I am plant-based, which is less wanky than
But yeah, no,
vegan.
it's like, to be fair, the one day I've not felt hungry was Saturday. Because Saturday we made, I made garlic, ginger, honey, chicken strips and we had bao buns.
Oh, nice.
So, we had a Chinese coleslaw and all that. And, I had 4 of them because I could. Because I had I had the calorie because I had my small breakfast in the morning and then I ended up having a banana for like a snack later on and then I just didn't get hungry for lunch.
That's right then.
So then I was like, oh well, I'll just have another banana, put me on till dinner, and then of course it's like, great, I can have an extra bao bun. And so I went ham.
That was the one thing about those apps when you look at them and you're like, oh, I can have 3.5. You're like, fuck it. So you make 3, you make the 4th, and you'd cut it in half, and you just be like, somebody else eat this, or you'd throw it out. But you wanted that half because you could have that half.
No, it is the thing. I mean, it is the thing. But I tell you, I'll say it is helping, and it's like, it's like I've stayed away. Like the other day, I stayed away from a pork pie. There was a bit of pork. I had my lunch. I had a sandwich, and there was a third of a pork pie left in the fridge, and I thought, I'll just have that. Looked up the calories. I went, hell no! It was because the third of the pork pie was more calories than my breakfast and my lunch combined, and I'm like, nah, it's not worth it. So
for a mouthful too, and it's probably like a mouthful.
Pretty much, yeah. And Eddie got in. He said, "I'm hungry." I said, "Pork pie's in the fridge. Go eat it."
Went, I don't want to have to eat it. Okay. Thanks, kid.
He said, "Why?" And I went, "Just go eat it." So it's out of the fridge and stop talking to me anymore.
Shut up, Dad said so.
But yes, no. So today we filmed For those of you who may be wondering, we're filming a day late because I was hosting Sunday dinner yesterday, so I was rather busy. But today is Halloween. The wand.
Oh, this too.
I got the wand all charged.
Oh God.
I'm gonna be cutting out the flash strips tonight, this afternoon, and then I'm gonna be pretty much from 6 o'clock. Gonna be standing on our balcony, handing out candy and firing this to scare children. Is my plan.
There we go.
Yes.
Dorks Down Under. Shooting
Down-
flames at kids since 2022.
Dogs Down Under. Jordan's been arrested. I hate to apologise. He's gonna be
Jesus. If you want to know why his background's changed to just concrete and bars, that's why. He was shooting kids with fire.
Oh, it's fine.
Jesus.
It's going to be funny. It's going to be so good. They're all going to freak out. It's going to be awesome.
Until you get arrested.
Yeah, it'll be all right.
That's all right. Numbers said he wants to do a podcast, so that's all right. We'll kick you off, send you to jail, and he can do it. You can join. You can rejoin the podcast in what? 8 to 10.
Jordan's having a sabbatical, so here's the new dork while he's on sabbatical.
You can join the podcast in 8 to 10. Thanks.
But yeah, so I was like, I love Halloween, and because obviously the last 2 years have sucked because of Halloween, because we've had lockdown. We had first time we had a lockdown, so no one could go anywhere, and the second time there was light restrictions, but everybody was panicked beyond belief. So it was like,
what do you mean light restrictions?
Oh, there was still. I think we were at level. No, were we? We were. No, were we? Was it the traffic light system or was it the level system? I can't remember. But there was still. It was advised not to do it. So of course, most people took the advice rather than just having the candy out and kids could go and do that. But it was just weird. So I actually reckon tonight, I think everybody's going to go a bit mental, especially
which is good
because in fact it's not been done properly for 2 years. I've got a feeling that there's going to be lots of people out tonight.
Well, that's weird because it's not that big here. Like, this is the first year where I've seen like proper Halloween decorations. Like, there's a dude just down the street that has like all these spider webs and stuff all over it. Kmart seemed to have, when you entered the store, had heaps of stuff. Big W was the same. Target was the same. But prior years, it's not really that big. Like, even the shopping center we went to today, we were actually there because that's where we do our shopping on Saturday, and they actually had like festivities for the kids, and they had like these Halloween things set up. So they had like different Halloween things. They had different people where you could go and collect candies. They were giving out like these like pumpkin buckets kind of things. But before then, I don't think I've ever really seen much happen with Halloween. Like, at one point, they had it down our street where my mum got a letter in the mail saying, "Please note, there's 7 kids living at these addresses. They were going to do Halloween. Please let us know if you'd like to be involved." And all that meant was that you'd put like something on your door, and then they'd come and they'd knock on your door and you give them candy, which was actually a really nice way of handling it, rather than just expecting expecting people to rock up.
No, it's kind of an unwritten rule in our neighbourhood is if you've decorated, you're participating.
Yeah, which makes sense.
Which makes sense. But like the first year we moved here, obviously we both took Edward round and left the candy out with the note saying please take one. But basically what had happened was like teenage kid came along and literally took everything.
Oh yeah,
and ruined it for everyone else, sort of thing. So from now on, we just do one, just to keep the teenagers at bay and make them behave. It's more than anything. Those rapscallions that they are. So yeah. Go
back 30 years, we probably would have been the same. Those kids going.
So I'm gonna have to be careful. If I do fire this flash paper at a teenager, I'm gonna have to be careful because we know how oily their skin is. So don't want to set anyone off.
You just you just yell out something, abracadabra, and it's like.
Oh no, it's incendio. I say because I'm a Harry Potter nerd and I can't.
I'm not. No, but yeah, I can just see it. Like, you just fire this thing and it just goes, and then just hear this flame and it goes, and this teenager running back and forth on fire. That'd be the greatest thing ever. Happy Halloween, motherfucker! Don't steal my candy.
Incendio, bitch.
Yeah. See, I'd probably yell out something like "Flame on" and just laugh.
Oh, flame on! Oh my god, yeah, what a throwback reference that is.
Come on.
But yeah,
Old Captain America.
Oh yes.
That's what you want, mate.
But you are so you've been also playing a video game, I believe.
Yeah, so the guys from 2K, Mikey, who is amazing, he's one of the Australian guys here. He knows my love for Borderlands, and Tales of the Borderlands just recently come out. And for anybody that hasn't know, it's very different to other Borderland games that 2K have brought up. So back in, I think it was like maybe 2010-ish. Let me have a look. I might have it here. Yeah, so in 2004, there was a company that took existing IPs called Telltale Games, and they made these games that were kind of almost like a choose your own adventure kind of thing, and based on what you press would depend on what the characters would do. And the good thing is it meant you could play through. They had things like the Wolf Among Us 2, which was their big ones. They had The Walking Dead, they had Batman, and they had Tales of the Borderland. Oh, Jordan's broken something.
No, I'm fine.
Oh, he's looking really confused. I'm
fine.
like, what's under there?
Sorry, so it's just Well, so my PC was just doing something weird there for a second, so I was quickly making sure that it's fine.
Yeah,
but anyway, carry on.
But yeah, so they had all these cool games that they had got existing IPs for and were able to make games from, and they were amazing. They were a little bit of fun. It gave you some backstory into them. It wasn't as full on for like you weren't running around shooting and stuff like that, and it was almost like a choose your own adventure. Unfortunately, back in 2018, I'm going to say, give or take, Telltale Games unfortunately went under. There was a whole heap of people that obviously got fired, which was unfortunate, and those games didn't exist. And since then, there's been a lot of people that actually like those style of games because they're not too full on. There's a lot of fun. It's almost like watching a movie with some characters and allowing them to kind of you kind of walk them through. So 2K has decided, well, screw it. Borderlands franchise for us is amazing. People love it. People love Tales of the Borderland. Why don't we bring out our own? So they've actually gone and done one.
Okay.
And I've only about an hour and a half, 2 hours in, I think, probably about 2 hours in, and it's a hell of a lot of fun.
Yeah.
So it's set, I think, about a year or so after Borderlands 3.
Okay.
And you follow these kind of ragtag sort of thing. So one of them's this kind of neurotic doctor who looks like she's Indian or somewhere from that Asia Minor area. And she's kind of a bit neurotic, a bit thing, and she's always wanting approval and stuff like that. Her brother, who is kind of almost like a clout chaser that kind of wants to be like a TikTok star and techie and stuff.
Yeah.
And then you have Fran, who I'm in love with. She looks like one of those big diner women, blonde hair and stuff. Right. And she does like froyo in her thingo. So she's a giant froyo thing, except for she's in a wheelchair that has like these mechanical arms and stuff. And she is quite a horny 50-year-old woman. So there's a lot of sex jokes. And that's the thing about this is more based on the writing, this game, and the writing is absolutely brilliant. Like, and so far I'm having a lot of fun with it. Like, there's a whole heap of dad jokes. There's tie-ins to the original, and it feels so good. And I'm really enjoying it. I'm really looking forward to finishing it. So I'm not going to give too much away because I know it's only just been out like I think it's only been out a couple of weeks actually. So I'm not going to give too much away. But the way that the characters are
free.
Yeah, I'm going to try to keep it as spoiler free as possible. And also because I've only played about an hour or two, probably about 2 hours actually.
Yeah.
There's not a lot of spoilers I can't get that you can't get in the first hour.
Yeah.
But the way the characters are written, the way the voice acting is done, it is exceptional. And I'm having so much fun with it. And there's just like little jokes, there's little throwbacks to different things. There's so much fun with it that I'm actually really enjoying it. And yeah, I'm kind of in love with Fran. She's just sick. Like, she just looks like this diner woman, big hefty girl, but she's in a wheelchair. She's got tats, and she's got her favorite froyo, which I believe is like chocolate and pickles or something like this. And it just makes me so happy. And it's good because they're not your typical heroes. They're kind of more this ragtag bunch of like protagonists that you don't really know a lot about them, but you kind of, and that's what I like. They don't try to go too much into the backstory and get bogged down in that. They just kind of go, well, these are the heroes now, and then you follow their journey of them becoming. But the character development is amazing. The voice acting, even some of the voice acting from like some of the lesser known characters are amazing. One thing I have been told though is don't get too attached to characters because they seem to just go missing all of it. And one of the favorite guys is this baddie called Brock. So Brock is literally a gun with legs that just wants to kill things.
Okay.
And he runs around like a maniac, and he just wants to be more Brock. And it's just funny. And there's so many things that just makes it feel so Borderland. And like the cut scenes and the different things are just so well done, and I'm so enjoying it, and I really want to get through it. And then I will want to play it again, but then use different lines and use different ways of doing it. And it's weird. Like it's not like it's. I don't think it's ever going to win awards. It's not going to break like anything. It's not going to be like this amazing thing. But it's this AAA game that has, or AAA company that has taken this game mechanic that works and that people really enjoy, and then made it their own. And I don't know, like I'm having a lot of fun. Like I honestly think after this podcast, I'm actually going to sit down and play it some more. Like that's how much fun I'm having with it, where I just want to keep playing it.
You see, I've always liked any game that has replayability. Like I remember, I mean, God forbid, when I was a kid and I had my N64, I can't even tell you how many times I played the Ocarina of Time. You know, God forbid, over and over again, you know, sort of thing. I mean, obviously now that I'm an adult, I'm a dad as well. I don't get time to keep going over games. Like I get like a stint of I get maybe a week's worth of play here, and then it's maybe a month later. Then I get another week to get stuck in and have a bit of a play as well, sort of thing. So I'm trying to make more time so I can actually have it as well, because I actually really enjoy playing video games. It kind of chills me out and zens me. I quite enjoy it.
Yeah,
I mean,
100%.
Yeah, but I've been playing. It's really funny because I got Pokemon's Legends of Arceus, which is well, I suppose that is the last Pokemon game I played, but it's not like playing proper Pokemon, because there is a storyline, but it's not like you don't have to earn gym badges or anything like that. It's kind of very open world. They give you some quests to do, keep you busy, of course, but it's kind of. What I've kind of done is I've kind of stopped playing the main storyline, and I'm just running around now trying to fill up the Pokedex before I go complete the game. I kind of want to I kind of want to go fight the big the boss at the end, but I want to complete all the Pokedex first, just for shits and giggles. Because why not?
What's funny too, though, is you're probably going to do this, and then there's probably going to be like a random achievement you're going to get. There's just going to be like, actually, good job. Here it is.
Yeah.
From you doing that.
I mean, to be fair, that's the reason why. One thing I liked about World of Warcraft was in my opinion, they had too many achievements, but it was great that you were suddenly, ding, you get this. To be fair, did you hear about there's a girl who streams Classic WoW, and she completed it. She got the achievement for completing everything.
Oh no!
Yep, she's spent 875 days playing. And she's unlocked everything on, the pet battles and everything else. And
man,
yeah.
Whoa, hang on, sorry.
Ooh. But so that it was a story. I think I saw it. I think it was on Thursday or something. But yeah, so she completed WoW, and I saw, and came up and showed everything, and I was like, wow, that's mental.
Yeah.
But yeah,
that's insane, especially in Classic. From everything I've heard with Classic, it's insane.
I'm assuming it's Classic, sort of thing, because that's that I barely hear anything about old. Well, are we calling it original WoW? What would we call the normal WoW?
I don't know. WoW.
I mean, yeah. So I'm
retail. I think it is. I think it's called retail.
Retail. All right. I'm assuming it's well, actually, maybe it is retail, but I'm assuming it's Classic because I know that's the hotness at the moment. So, but then again, maybe it's not, because maybe 875 days worth of play. Maybe she has to be doing it on retail, possibly. I don't know. But yeah, so yeah, video games is, about to say, I'm not too hyped up for any other games at the moment, sort of thing. I've been debating about what I want to, as I say, it's like I haven't done Arena in ages, and I'm hoping the new set will motivate me into it, because of course, with Magic the Gathering's newest release, we're having the Brothers War. But we're having it as a Transformers tie-in. Yes.
Oh, are we?
Oh yeah. They got special. Yeah, you can get Optimus Prime and everything else with.
Oh yes.
You know how they had Godzilla.
Oh, that was my O face.
Yeah, you remember how they had the Godzilla cards?
Yeah. I remember you telling me about this. I didn't realize it was this one.
Yeah,
because on the 6th, I think it's on the 16th of November, I have a media event for the Brothers War that I've just got invited to literally yesterday.
Oh, well, there you go.
Oh man, this could be more than meets the eye.
It could be more than meets the eye, but yeah, there are some fantastic looking cards in it.
Oh man.
And the collector's ones have. So if you're opening. I think you have a chance to open them in the normal boosters, but I know that in set boosters you can pretty much get them. You know, you can get the Transformer cards, but if you got the collector's one, you get the extra special borderless shiny chances sort of thing. Which I
just want to open an Optimus Prime and maybe a Grimlock.
No, there's no Grimlock because Grimlock was a.
That's it. Fuck this. I'm leaving.
He was the Comic Con promo. He was the Comic Con promo.
Oh really?
4 years ago, 5 years ago. But yeah, Hasbro did a Comic Con tie-in with them, and it was you could get Grimlock who could transform both sides. There was My Little Pony. There was a My Little Pony one in there, and there was a Nerf Battle one as well, sort of thing. It was there was 3 cards in the pack, I think, if I remember right. But yeah, it was.
Oh, that breaks my heart, man.
To be fair,
because that was my nickname as a kid, Grimlock, because I was a bit of a nutcase. Like on a sports field or something, they're like, Derek, go take out that dude. And I'd just be like, Grimlock, go kill.
I think my next tattoo is going to be Transformers Gen 1 inspired, but I don't know what I want. It's kind of
get the girl on the motorbike. You know, little motorcycle girl, the one from the actual movie where she appears in nothing else.
No.
What about?
Because
I reckon you're more of a jazz fan.
Hell no. Jazz sucks. I've never liked jazz. I mean, originally, obviously, if it breaks down by teams, because obviously, Dinobots has to be Grimlock. He's the OG. He's badass. I always liked the scientist guy, Wheeljack. I always liked Wheeljack.
Yeah, Wheeljack was great.
Wheeljack was always good. I never liked Bumblebee. Always overrated in my opinion. Massively overrated.
I felt like Bumblebee was better in the cartoons, and then they made him the Camaro in the movies, and I'm like, it kind of loses that kind of like the cuteness and adorability about him. I'm like, because he's so iconic, and Bumblebee obviously from being a Volkswagen Bug, I just kind of felt like that was such a good thing. And then when they went, we're just going to turn him into a Camaro or whatever he was, I was just like,
well,
really?
To be fair, I mean, the last Transformers movie, which wasn't done by Michael Bay, which I'm refusing to give him any more money if he does do any more Transformers movies. The last one, which was called Bumblebee, he actually had him as a bug, but it's completely separate. It's not connected with the Michael Bay universe Transformers. They actually look like... Yeah. Have you not watched this?
No, I just know it had Haley Steinfeld in it.
I honestly really recommend it. It's actually quite a good movie to watch. I actually quite enjoy it.
I do kind of have a crush on Haley Steinfeld. I just think she's cool as shit.
Yeah.
I loved her when she was in Pitch Perfect. Then she did obviously, and then I was so excited when she got named as like Hawkeye's replacement. I was like, yes. And then I just haven't watched much else.
But yeah,
I just think she's cool.
Yeah, it's quite good. It is genuinely quite good. There's a few things that wind me up about it a little bit. Like Starscream dies pretty early on. It's like, But the fact is that they Gen 1 them all, so they actually looked like how they're meant to look. But they still do all the transforming. It looks really cool, but they actually look like how they're meant to look in Gen 1, and which is really the best bit in my opinion.
It seems weird to do it that way, where you're going to Gen 1 them all, you're going to do all this, and then almost follow it on from the Michael Bay thing, but then also not. That just feels weird to me. I don't know why.
Bumblebee. I'm gonna show you the look of. I mean, it was really quite good, in my opinion. Yeah, hang on. Here's a really good image. All right. So, copy image.
He's gonna send it to me, but then I can't look at it because if I do, it's gonna screw up my recording.
Oh, let's go. Oh, I'll tell you what. I'll send it to your phone then. I can send it to your messenger, can't I? That's what I can do. Yeah.
There's just these corn chips, man. We got these stone ground corn chips, and they're amazing, and they're just slightly salted, and I can't get enough of them. They come in these massive, like I'm talking massive, 750 gram packets.
Yeah.
And I'm kind of I can't help it, and they were just sitting, and Cherish just brought them in and set them on my desk, and I'm like,
Oh,
I wasn't gonna eat any, but I'm hungry.
she's an evil woman. But yeah, check your messenger. As I said, that's how Optimus Prime looks.
Oh, that's cool.
Yes, so they actually look like how you want them to look, in my opinion. So yeah.
See, what I don't understand is why did they change them? Why didn't they go with the original?
Oh, Michael!
Like,
It was
because they,
Michael Bay's vision, is what it was, and it was like, because he thought making them look like Gen 1 was a bit too comical, in his opinion. He said it didn't look realistic enough.
that being said, though, like I didn't mind Michael Bay's take on Ninja Turtles. I like that he gave them more than just the weapons. I like that they kind of made them more like, oh, I might need X, I might need Y. It made them feel more than just a coloured band that separated them.
Yeah, I totally agree that Michael Bay, great on the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, both movies, they were fantastic. I quite like them. I know some people don't like the second one. I actually don't mind it. I think it's quite good. Sort of thing. It's very, but yeah, I just don't. What he did with Transformers, I watched the first one. I thought, all right, and then the second one came out, and I was like, this is god awful. And then he keeps doing it, and it's like, stop giving him money. He's ruining it.
But like, it would have been so easy just to make that truck, like, make it more modern, like make it like a modern Mack truck that's just red, or make Bumblebee like an old school like sort of Bumblebee, and then maybe in the movie some point he sees the brand new one and he scans that and turns into that.
Yeah.
Like I'm like that kind of thing would be cool. Like still keep them as what they are, but make them a bit more modern. But like Optimus Prime just looked like it was like Pimp My Ride and Transformers had a baby.
Yeah.
Whereas like let's put flames down it. And I'm like, really, bro? Why?
Yeah. But
How many trucks do you see that have flames?
Not that many, but yeah. But no, Travis Knight was the director of Bumblebee, and honestly, I know there is a new Transformers movie coming out, but I don't know who's directing it off the top of my head. But yeah, but I know there is one coming out, sort of thing. But it's gonna be, I know it's gonna feature. It's featuring the Terracons this time, and I think that they're not putting the Dinobots in. I don't think. Oh, they were putting the Dinobots in. I can't remember.
I mean, I think the last one I saw, like, I don't even know if I watched the whole thing, was the bit where they had the dinosaur ones with Optimus Prime, and I'm just like, meh.
Yeah, I didn't like the entire night storyline and all that.
I just
boring.
I don't know. Like the first one was okay, and then they just kind of went. I'm like, you're trying to put stuff in, but because you changed them so much, they don't feel like that. And it just felt awkward, and I'm like, yeah, whatever, bro.
Yeah,
I think you do you. Like, just get Megan Fox to like look in a very weird, unusual way that looks super uncomfortable that you somehow find sexy. Like,
oh no, don't get me wrong. We all enjoyed watching Megan Fox for personal reasons, But she didn't add anything. She didn't add anything to the movie. It was just there as eye candy.
The first one seemed a lot more natural, where she's opening the boot and she's a bit sweaty and whatnot, and you're like, okay, cool. But then there was the other bit where she's like airbrushing the tank of this gas station, and she's sitting in the most unusual friggin' thing possible. I'm like, there is no way in God's green earth anybody that knows how to airbrush or anybody that knows how to paint would be sitting in a way in little Daisy Duke shorts, coming from like a 45-degree angle, lazing over the bike. No way in God's green earth. And I'm like, now you're trying to force it, and it just was like, no.
Yeah, no.
And I'm just like, stop trying to over-sexualize her just because that first one seemed to do really well. And I don't think they meant to do it. It wasn't meant to be as sexualized as what it was. And all of a sudden it works. So he's like, let's throw in another one. Well, how about no, Michael?
Well, to be fair, let's be honest. If you want to go watch a Transformers movie, what do you want to watch? You want to see the Transformers. You don't care about the human bit. This is the worst bit. That's one reason why I think I like the Bumblebee movie more, is that there's more Transformer in it. They have a bit more of that in. It's not perfect. It's not like the whole movie. No. But it's, if you compare it to the first Transformers movie that Michael Bay did, it's just like, oh, yes, here we go. Yes, there's the human element, but yes, this is what we want.
Yeah. And I think, yeah, that's just one thing. Like, I'm like, I understand that you want to set up that these humans have sort of a connection with these Transformers, and then from there, that's when the Transformers do it. But, like, it felt like it was like, okay, so it feels more about the humans with a little bit of Transformer in it. I'm like, God, why? Like you've set up what it was. Now let them fight to save their humans. Like
Yeah.
even the second and third one, they probably didn't need as many humans in there. They could have just like gone, okay, cool.
Yeah,
We're just going to help because we like the humans.
I actually remember that as a complaint when I came out. I was watching the first one. I was like, it was good, but there wasn't enough Transformers for my liking. So I think, but that's because I. But to be fair, I mean, the best Transformer movie ever done was the original 1985 one. That's my favorite, one of my favorite movies of all time. I could pretty much. I'm sure I could recite it word for word. I'll tell you that. I've watched it that many times.
I paid good money for that too.
Yeah, my favorite.
£1.99. No, 99p. Sorry.
The audacity of you, Des. The audacity.
It was funny, mate. Hey, it was all bloody Thingo's fault. It was all HMV's fault. Oh, they had it in the bargain bin. I just had to buy it.
Oh, HMV, God. But yes, no, we've organised our flights for the UK. Looking forward to that as well.
Oh.
So we're going to be there for 5 weeks next year. Looking forward to that. It's going to be good.
Oh my God, what are you going to do with yourself?
Well, I need to now drop probably another 20 kilos because I'm planning on eating myself to death when I get back to my home county.
I just want chips and curry sauce.
Oh, yeah, I want chips and curry sauce. I want gammon. I want proper Cumberland sausage ring. Oh my God, I can't wait to have a Cumberland sausage ring. There's Sadie's Pizza. Oh, there's my old takeaways. There's Sadie's Pizzas, Pedro's. Oh, I can't wait. A proper doner kebab and chips.
My God. Jordan's gonna like leave like looking like friggin' like John Cena, and then he's gonna come back looking like Yokozuna.
John Cena with a pot belly.
Yeah, just Yokozuna, the big sumo wrestler dude that was from the Thingos. They used to just sit on people. Always good.
Man, I'm about to say, it's gonna be interesting. We might have to have we'll have a little hiatus break for 5 weeks because it would probably be easier than trying to jig.
Yeah, or we'd have to just record like 5 episodes in like a month.
We might have to do that. Yes.
Or I can get like special hosts.
You could.
Jordan's pissed off to the UK hosts, so we can get some special guests. So if you'd like to be a special guest, let us know. Because it'd be cool to talk to other people. I'm sick of talking to Jordan. It's been 12 episodes now. To be fair, though, we've done a lot of talking. So we've done 12 episodes of this. Then we went away for 5-6 days with each other. So, yeah, we've had a lot of time together now.
We have.
Like, even Ali's messaged me saying, give me back my man. So, like, we've obviously spent a lot of time
because you're my
together.
other wife.
Yeah, I know. It feels like it sometimes. It feels like it.
You know, you're pretty much my other wife now. When I was having a bad day the other day, you called me.
Oh, my God.
Such a
Here
lovely
we go.
little man.
I was just telling you that your thing had been shipped. That's it.
Yeah.
Of course,
of course, you were just drinking. You weren't worried or concerned about. No, to be fair, the reason why I was bummed out was one. I think obviously all the food stuff was getting on me, and I was just tired and hungry. But I think because obviously my house has been delayed, and it looks like it's going to be finished the week of Christmas now.
Oh,
fucking fabulous! But still, we'll deal with that accordingly. You know. Just smile and grin. No, the issue was the painting crew. So the painting crew were also doing the plastering and fixing up the jib. So they were doing all 3 jobs, which is great. Which is great because it means that if something goes wrong with the plasterer can't blame the painters, and the painters can't blame the plasterers. So when they
but it'd be freaking hilarious.
Yeah, it would be freaking hilarious. You know, when they're trying to blame themselves, it's like fabulous, great. So anyway, but they not only cancelled my house job, they cancelled the other 2 house jobs that's also in the same town as well. It's because they're overextended because their company's so overextended apparently, and it's like, so I'm assuming that my building company are probably going to avoid using them for a while to teach them a lesson, I assume, because they let us know like a week later than they should have as well, because they were getting chased for a week, and it's like, oh, not good.
That's brutal. That's one thing I'm always nervous when it comes to house things is to everyone I speak to, they're like, yeah, they normally use the same crews, but sometimes if the crews have too much work on, or if they've picked up something, because sometimes they'll get paid more by doing it. Say, for example, I just call them and go, I need my house painted, versus having the company just say, we need these houses painted. They get more from me doing it direct, that they'll sometimes go, oh, we can't that week. We've got the week off. Yeah. And I'm just like, I'm so nervous about that.
I mean, Yeah, I mean, but then again, I understand. The fact is that they're a business, they're working, so I get it. I was just mugged off, and I tried I'll tell you what, I did put that stuff into the gym session I was doing, but yeah, I did. I was a bit sore on Saturday. Although, funnily enough, on the Saturday, the wife then dragged me out we went to this swimming leisure centre. So I ended up doing some laps, and then I went to the steam. I went into the sauna, and then the hot pools.
Oh man! So you just chucked on a bikini and just went for it.
Oh no, I was stripping my stuff, walking around in my beautiful long broad shorts. It was great. It was fabulous.
Yeah. I'm just picturing like not George Michael, Shawn Michaels' song. I'm a sexy boy.
Oh yeah. I'm definitely.
As he's walking around. There's just a guy with a boombox behind him, just playing. That's all you want, mate. That's all you want.
To be fair, the one thing is that since I've been doing this, I actually just feel a little bit slimmer. I know I still look the size I am, but I kind of feel it's like my internal muscles are building up now because I can feel them, sort of thing. It's like because I've been to the reason why I'm in this attire. I literally came home from the gym, sort of thing, and I was like, right, I'll jump on with you, sort of thing, rather than getting changed because it's quicker and easier and all that jazz.
Yeah, and it's not like we're filming it and anyone's going to see. Oh shit!
Bollocks. But I was just like, well, I'll jump on and get this recorded because, of course, we've got to pick Eddie up from school soon as well. So it's just like, I've just not got time today. My timings have gone out the window and work's been mental. But yeah, but I'll tell you, but like today, I ended up pushing myself again on the weights today, sort of thing. So that's one thing I've started increasing because I do that cardio exercise I was talking about, the inclining treadmill. So I'm doing that, and I'm getting up to like nearly four miles per hour on that sort of thing, which is
all right.
Because I used to struggle with a 3.5. I'll be honest. I used to be after about 2 minutes and 3.5. I was like, oh my god, I'm going to die. Whereas now I can actually do pretty much the entire session on 3.5 now, so which is good. So I keep pushing. I'm trying to push up till 4 on that. It's my plan. But it's just So the weights, I've discovered a few new weights to help train my core muscles, and you start doing them, and you're like, oh, these don't do nothing. And then literally after when you do your second set of 12, it's like, oh my god, I'm in agony here. What the hell am I doing?
I can't feel my legs.
Yeah, but yeah, it was just funny because literally there was 3 oldies in the gym today with me, and the guy said the one guy and 2 girls, and the guy said, "Oh, you're not gonna do some heavy weights, son?" I went, "No," I said, I'm trying to build up muscle, like in deep muscle rather than superficial." And he's like, "Oh no, so back in my day, you'd just be on that, and you'd be doing this." And I'm like, "Well, thank you for the advice, but I'm good."
Yeah, it is funny how many people like. And I find some people give advice and it's good advice when you go to a gym. Other time it's just like, why would I start powerlifting? Like,
yeah.
And then especially when some of them too, though, like you see these powerlifters and they're normally like, they're not defined. They don't look fit. They're just these massive units of a dude that can lift a really heavy weight 6 inches off the ground. Like, oh, you should get into powerlifting. I want to get fit. Yeah, do powerlifting. That doesn't make you fit.
Yeah.
Yeah, it does. I was like, then why was it when you walked to get some water and back, you were huffing? No.
Yeah.
Stop giving me advice, damn it.
It is funny. I find it really funny with gym etiquette. Because I don't talk. To be fair, I don't like talking to people anyway most of the time. Anyhow, like when I go for a haircut, I love a barber that will just sit me down, ask me what I want, and then just crack on. I hate the ones who go, "So, have you got any holiday plans?"
Yeah.
You're just saying "fuck sakes" in my brain because it's like, oh no, I'm not got any holiday plans. How about you? You got any holiday plans? Because I've got to be nice because I'm British and I can't help it, Although to be fair, it's like as Peter Kay once said, there is taxi driver Tourette's as well. Does happen, where you get into a taxi, and I feel like it's bred into me now that I get into a taxi and I go, "Been busy?"
Yeah.
Because it can't be helped.
How's your night going? Yeah.
How's your night going? What time are you on till? It's like...
Yeah, no, you're just like, oh, I'm a wanker. Why did I just say that? Everybody says that.
Why? Why do I
know.
Why do you feel the need to ask? But to be fair, it's like when I go for a haircut or a beard trim, I just want to sit down in the chair. You ask me what I want, and we just crack on. If you have a question, you can ask me. You said, "Oh, do you want me to take it a little bit shorter or blah blah blah.
Yeah.
That's fine.
Would you like me to remove the ear? Yes,
Yeah.
so I don't have to listen
Yeah,
to your bullshit. Just
yeah.
take it.
I just can't
Hurry
stop.
up.
I just don't understand why is it socially acceptable that I have to sit there and chat to you while I'm and the worst bit is especially when they're doing my beard trim, because of course I can't talk while they're trimming around the beard because I'm gonna get hair debris everywhere anyway. So it's just like, why?
It reminds me of like dentists. Oh, so what you been up to this week? You're like, you've got your fingers in my mouth. What do you want me to say? Like,
Yeah.
it kills me. But yeah, because we had this game. So when I was I think it was like late teenagers, early 20s. The idea was that you had to. So there's two games. When you were getting a haircut or a barber or something like that, you would have to just try to get them to not talk to you at all by saying a few things.
Yeah.
And then the other game was the bitch game. So the barber one was like, what you have to do is when they spoke to you, you had to say something that freaked them out that made them not want to do it. Like, so they start cutting your hair or something, and they're like, oh, so what are your plans for the weekend? I've got this, and being 20 years ago, you're like, I've got this really cool gay crew. So it's kind of like this giant orgy where we just go out. So I just want to look my best. So after you, I'm getting everything waxed. And especially guys, when you go to guy barbers, 20 years ago, they didn't know how to take it. So they'd just be like, oh,
Fabulous.
sounds like a good weekend. And then they would not talk to you for 20 minutes while they cut your hair. The other game, which is a fun game, is the bitch game. So what you have to do, and I hold the record at the moment with my friends, which was 23 times, you have to call the person in the store a bitch, but she's not allowed to get angry. So you can't just go up and go, bitch, 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 bitch. Doesn't work. So what you do is you go in there and you try on something really tight and really ugly, and you put it on, and then you ask her advice. So you go in alone. And then normally what she does, she comes out, she's like, I mean, you might want to try a bigger size. I was like, no, that's fine. Just be a bitch. Come out and tell me you don't like it. What am I chubby now? Oh, what a bitch. And you joke with them, and they tend to laugh and find it. And then they're like, for example, you go for you. Okay, can you help me? Because obviously I can't dress myself. Bloody bitch. And then you keep going like that. And my record's 23 times of calling this girl a bitch.
Wow.
And then we were standing at the counter, and the last time it was funny. I was like, this guy walks up, he's obviously the manager. He's like, hey, how'd you find everything? I was like, well, I don't want to say the word bitch, but somebody was a bit of a bitch when I first tried on something. She goes, shut up. You thought it was hideous too. I wasn't being that much of a bitch. I was like, the thing's out. And then the manager would go, and she goes, you can sometimes be a bit of a bitch and be brutal. And then the bitch game kind of started between everybody. So that's another fun game to play, kids. So if you get a chance, the bitch game and let's see what I can say that's so awkward that the barber will not talk to me.
Best comments and answers down below, please, on our YouTube video. Please let us know. We'd love to hear the stories of that. That'd be so good.
The winner gets a bag of these corn chips just because I'm obsessed with them and I'm sick of buying and eating them.
God, we're trying to record a nice audio podcast. And what's Des doing? Sitting there munching on chips.
This is because it's part podcast, part mukbang. It is fuck. Tell me it's mukbang and it's not the other one. No,
it's mukbang. But yeah, because you meant to eat a large quantity of food while being watched by everyone. So yeah, technically it is a mukbang.
I was sitting there and I'm like, is it mukbang or was it bukkake? I'm like, I don't want to get the wrong one because that could get really awkward. On the plus side, we'll get a lot of people watching the podcast because they're like, there's bukkake in this. Let's watch this shit. And then there's just me eating corn chips going.
Right, I think that is a perfect place to end it, ladies and gentlemen, for episode 12. We want to say a big thank you to all our recent followers and subscribers, and people who are just listening to us. Thank you very much. We all appreciate yous. Please, if you. Please. I was going to say. Oh, my, sorry. I'm trying to get through this days without breaking down with laughter.
And if those 5 weeks you do want to see a mukbang, we will get Jordan just to sit there in the UK pub and film himself and just gorge himself on the biggest, most juiciest Cumberland sausages. It'll be part mukbang, part bukkake with that many.
Oh, you do realize, Des, I'm going to be able to.
Juices.
I'm going to be able to order a curry and have half and half chips, half rice.
That is still the weirdest fucking thing. I will still to this day never understand curry.
Oh, hang
Curry
on,
and rice at a chippy, I understand. Having like my vindaloo with half chips and half rice seems stupid.
Right, hang on. Australians have got nothing to comment about with we're putting mashed potato in the gravy. You have nothing to comment about. You lot with your mashed potato gravy combo in KFCs and all this crap.
Yeah, it's fucking weird though.
It is fucking weird. Anyway.
If it makes you feel better, it's literally just powder and hot water, and they just stir it. It's literally powdered potato, and they put.
Oh yeah, I know it's smash. I know it's not even real potato. We know that. But anyway, we want to say a big thank you to everyone who has been listening. If you can subscribe, if you can share, if you can just interact with us in any way, it helps our channel massively. We do enjoy filming this content. It's always good, and we have
Always stupid.
It's always stupid, and it just basically allows us to have a rant and have a good mental health check for the week. That's basically our entire selfish decision for making this podcast. Because why not?
But I won't lie. I would recommend Tales of Borderland. It's a lot of fun, and the good thing about it is it's not really, you don't have to think about it.
Yes.
And there's a lot of funny dad jokes and stuff in there. So yeah, if you guys just want something that you can kind of play and enjoy and not have to get too involved in or not have to get too active with, it's a great game for that.
Well, we look forward to. I look forward to being able to update everyone on how Pokemon Violet is. I can't wait for that. But anyway, so thank you very much for joining us. I've been your co-host Jordan here from Dorks Down Under,
and I'm Derek from Orcs Head Magic. No, I'm kidding. I just want to say it.
If you want to be, you might as well. My channel, I haven't uploaded anything in weeks. To be fair, I have got some product to open. So
all right, guys, it's Dez here from Orcs Head Magic. I'm your host, and I'm joined by the lovely, the English, the Kiwi Jordan.
You've got to say it properly. Great. It's like, hello, ladies and gentlemen. Jordan here from Orcs. Des here from Orcs Head Magic. But yeah.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Des. I'm here for Orcs Head Magic. Lovely joining us today. I don't know why he all of a sudden just came from Chelsea.
Yeah, why the hell am I Southern all of a sudden? Anyway, big thank you to everyone. Much love. Signing off. Very goodbye.
Peace.
Peace.